Hello, beginning cellos. You have your own video. It's exciting. Okay, so we've talked about how your fingers should look, okay? Where your thumb goes, thumbprint part's on the back there, okay? So here is how your fingers should sound, okay? Notice that my cello is positioned from, like it's standing up on its end pin, right? And then between my sternum, and it's here between my legs being balanced, okay? The C peg is right behind my ear, and that's what it should look like. If it starts to look like this at all, starts to slant this way, that's not right. Don't let yourself do that, okay? Parents, don't let them do it either, okay? All right, your fourth finger. So going from your open string to your fourth finger, we talked about is a perfect fourth, okay? And it should sound like Here Comes the Bride. Okay, and it'll do that on all of your strings. It'll sound the same, that same relationship between the pitches. Sorry. Okay, so that's where they need to go. Notice my pinky is a little bit of a sissy, so I press down with my third finger as well so that I can get my elephant foot stomped all the way down onto the floor of the fingerboard. Okay? Remember that little picture that we talked about. All right, your first finger should sound like Happy Birthday. Okay, and it will sound like that on all of your strings as well. Makes sense? And they're pretty far apart. I think all of you have tapes on. So with your second and third finger, violins and violas, they aren't using their fourth finger yet. Okay, so you'll have to translate a little bit when I'm talking to the whole class. So if I'm talking to the second graders, sorry, when I'm talking to the violins and violas, if I talk about a high 2 or a high second finger, for you, that means your third finger, because the half steps are far enough away from each other on a cello that for, on a little instrument like a violin, they play their half steps with the same finger. You guys have way more space to cover, so each of your fingers has its own half step, okay? You want to think about putting space in between your knuckles so that you have enough space there. I forgot to tell you about that. Remind me on Monday. I'll tell you all about that, okay? So from open 1, 3, 4 is our pattern. You'll use your second finger later, but not yet, okay? So that will sound like this on each of your strings. Okay? Notice that my fingers stayed curved up like this. They don't become like ski slopes. Okay, that's a really good way to make your knuckles just ache all the time. Don't do that to yourself, okay? Like this. You have a lot more structural integrity as far as your bones and your joints and things go. So help yourself out and make yourself do it like this, okay? So again, it'll sound like this. Okay? And with your Twinkle Twinkle Little Star stuff, here's what it should look and sound like. So if it sounds like that, then it's correct. If it doesn't sound like that, then try again. Don't let yourself get away with doing it wrong, okay? Figure it out so we all sound nice and will be amazing and it will be great. If you have any questions, please let me know and I'd be happy to help you out.